What is up, guys? It's your boy Smalls back with The Vault, brought to you by Thoughts from the Bench, weekly show where we take a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys of all time. Join with me as always is my favorite man in the world, Mr. Benny Buckets. How's it going, man?
Smalls, I'm flattered, buddy, and same to you. I'm happy to be on my favorite show that I've ever been on or watched or broadcasted. It's good to be back, but
yeah,
recording in progress.
Yeah, no, it's been a little weird, being a little spotty over the last few weeks. But yeah, I mean, your boy's moving up to New England with all the mass holes up there, so
good luck.
Yeah, no, they're actually Boston's kind of cool. Like I'll give that to Boston. Boston's like kind of a cool city. Like it's not New York, it's not Philly. Like it's decent.
They're okay.
It's pretty nice. Yeah,
they're okay.
Yeah, I did drive past Fenway and I kind of got like goosebumps. I'm like, all right, that's kind of fucking cool.
See, okay, that's enough to make it worthwhile while you're there.
Absolutely. But yeah, so Benny, I did want to tell you this. So me and the boys, so I'm moving from DC, right? Me and the boys last night went to the Buccos Nats game last night.
Did you?
Which was horrendous, but get this shit. So I know never to put money on the Pirates to win. That's just like, especially if I'm watching in person, they never win when I watch in person. But so I did take the Nats to spread on the spread, and it was a little parlay action where I also took the under at 8.5. The eighth inning, the Buccos are down 7-1. So I'm at the edge of my seat, like, Jesus Christ, like, am I gonna do it? Like, is this gonna happen? No, these losers end up losing 8-1 in the eighth, and like we just got up and left. Like they can't do anything right. They can't even when they're losing.
They can't even lose right,
dude. It's just the worst. I hate that team. Like I had to get that off my chest. That was like it's just so fucking typical, Bucco nonsense. Benny, do you want to do the ad read before we get started?
Sure.
We didn't even talk about it. If not, I'll just do it off the cuff. But
actually, yeah, you know what? I want to give it a shot. I'm feeling kind of ballsy.
All right.
I'm gonna do the ad read off the cuff. Okay. Here's my cuff. It's taken off. We're gonna show you our sponsor, which as always is Marshall Fitness. Marshall Fitness is your personalized fitness program ran by a friend of the show, Will Marshall. He will work with you to reach your fitness goals based on your personal equipment, your schedule, and your needs. Anything you need, Will's going to be able to make it happen. He makes everything simple and easy to understand. He makes it accessible, whether that be if you are local, he would obviously train you, and if not, he's able to do it over the internet or whatever means you have available to you. COVID got a lot of us fat. Let's get back in shape with Marshall Fitness. Check him out on the socials that we have listed here. And Will, thanks for sponsoring us, pal.
Absolutely. So
that wasn't the worst.
No, that was
actually the worst.
That was pretty good. Yeah,
I'm a little teed already. So I'm proud of myself. Oh, dude, it has been a long couple weeks, buddy.
Well, let's just jump right into that. What do you got in that mug there?
Just gin.
Well, shit. Okay, it's gonna be that kind of night.
Are you drinking?
I am. Yeah. So I'm trying to clean out my fridge because I'm moving. So all these beers that I'll get like 6-packs for like the show, and then I'll drink like 4 of them, and I just have like random beers like hidden. So I brought back the Colossal Claude, if you remember that one.
Hey, welcome back, Colossal Claude.
That's right.
Welcome back.
That's right. But Benny, tonight we were doing NHL goalie mass because
great topic,
dude.
Great topic, Smalls. Smalls picked this. Great topic, pal. Seriously.
What can I say? Like, well, first of all, we're in the heat of the NHL playoffs. I guess they're not really conferences this year. It's kind of a different setup, but either way, like
that's the best way to put it, though.
Yeah, like conference finals, I guess.
How else you would put it? Yeah.
Like, but I mean, dude, it's been electric so far. Like, there have been
very
so
competitive,
many good series, man. Dude, Vegas is like one of the most electric teams. Just watching them, they are so good. Like, just fun to watch. You know,
they are so good, but it pissed me off because I had an NHL futures bet of the Avs going to the Stanley Cup final.
Which
so
would be a smart bet. You would think that that'd be smart.
They were so good, and you figure in fucking game 1, they waxed them 7-1.
Yep.
I was like, oh yeah, this is a wrap. There's no way. Like, Vegas will maybe steal a game, and then they win in the 7 series, and it was dramatic. It was awesome, great hockey, especially because, like, you know, the Pens are out, so I'm just having fun watching no matter what happens. But in terms of my wallet, kind of pissed at the Knights.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, I saw something on like Twitter today though that like most of the country is rooting for the Islanders, and I find that very hard to believe. Like,
yeah, the Islanders are a bunch of shits, dude. They're big, fat, wet, brown shits. That, like, I don't know how anybody, like, no one wants to be around shit.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wants to smell and like shit and get people shit for gifts and shit. You know, nobody wants that, and that's what the Islanders are.
Well,
so I don't.
Yeah, but like, well, my thing is like, sure, you know, I guess they're kind of like an unexpected story this year, but I mean, so were the Canadians.
They're the underdog.
Yeah.
I mean, but everybody from New York's the underdog. I hope what happens to them. I mean, well, they already made it past the first round, but I mean, like, the Knicks, great regular season story, shit on in the first round.
Yep.
Islanders, great story. If they facing the Lightning, they won't make it out. They're just not going to. I don't see it happen.
It's tied 1-1 though.
But I don't see them winning the series, is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
So
they're in it. Like, no one thought that they were gonna beat the Pens. Definitely not the Pens. And like, I'm not even trying to be bitter. Like,
I did it. Like, I didn't think that they were gonna beat the Allegheny Badgers or whatever the hell that little organized team was over here in Western PA.
Yeah.
So,
I remember those boys. Yeah.
Yeah, so let alone the Pens. But no, I mean, I give them credit, but they will not win the cup. They just won't, because especially whoever does come out of the West isn't going to let them win.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't think the Canadians are actually going to beat the Knights. But let's say they do. The Canadians are dog shit. The Canadians are pretty bad.
I don't know, dude. Carey Price is one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, which is funny considering what we're covering today.
Yeah.
But we got, honestly, a lot of good goalies here, too. There's that Vasilevsky, the guy who is the goalie for the Lightning. And then there's Flower, obviously, dog. Mm-hmm. And then you have Carey Price, dog. And this Sorokin, dude.
Coming out of nowhere, bro.
Is blossomed in front of our fucking eyes.
That's the thing about the playoffs, bro. Like, well, the NHL playoffs are so unique where, like,
anything can happen. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's what's going on right now. What's that girl's name? Ellie Goulding. Look, we're bringing back Pops. Tell Great Depression to get on our fucking level.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But, nah, but I mean, it's been great so far. So I was in the mood. Figured we'd and we get it. We're supposed to be a Jersey show, but like, it's a uniform. You know, it's part of the uniform. We're
trying to keep you entertained.
That's right.
Okay, and it is. It's a part of the uniform.
It's also one of the only things in sports where, like, an athlete can, like, be kind of creative.
Without getting fined, like how in the NFL they fine you for specialized cleats. If it's not hateful, I mean, the NFL, what a bunch of pussies, dude. Let them wear custom cleats. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're meaningful. Yep. If it's not hurting anybody and it's not offensive, let it go.
Well, yeah. Do you remember a few years ago where, like, Clinton Portis got fined for his socks?
His socks, dude.
Bro, they weren't even, they matched the jersey. Like, they had the same stripes and everything. And they were like, nope, not approved, not the approved socks. Like, that's why the NHL at least does it right. Like, gives them their freedom of expression, and I think we've got a good couple goalies here tonight that prove that. Yep. So, Benny, let's just hop right into it. What you got for your first one?
Look, all right, I get it. It's gimmicky, but it fucks. This mask is awesome, okay? Especially Kelly HRUDEY, right? Probably never heard of him because I'll be honest, I didn't until this week. So, but this guy was a goaltender for the LA Kings. You're in LA. Hollywood's your neighbor, right? He's got the Hollywood sign across the crest of the helmet. He's got rolls of film going down the sides of it. The thought that went into it, and also the stars, because there are plenty of stars in Hollywood with the beams of light coming up like they do in movie premieres out there. I mean, if you're going to be a homer for the city that you're going to play in, this guy nailed it. And I think that this is awesome. There's never been a mask similar to it since. I think that it's very unique and a great way for us to start the show.
Yeah, no, I mean, goaltenders that they go for the city look, like they try to represent the city. Love that.
Mint.
Love that.
Mint.
Now, yeah, gimmicky without a doubt. Like, I'm not denying that it's not gimmicky, but who gives a shit, bro? Like, this and the sky just looks kind of cool too. Like the colors on there are just kind of dope. Like
it does, dude.
Yeah. No, I really like this one. I don't know who Kelly HRUDEY, whatever.
HRUDEY say gonna beat them Los Angeles Kings. HRUDEY.
Oh shit. Yeah, you might be a little teed up. Yeah. A wee bit.
A wee bit, laddie. All right, Smalls. Well, let's get me to stop talking. What do you got for us here,
all right,
pal?
So I'm going with a homer pick here.
But it's amazing.
Dude, all right. So, I mean, everyone in the sport of hockey loves Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't care. Like, he's a guy that you root for. Not only that, he's also just one of those guys that, like, there aren't many athletes that, like, give more to their communities or, like, embody where they live more than Fleury has, whether it's in Pittsburgh or Vegas. Like, the cities just embrace this guy because he embraces them. And the fact that he went, this was for a Winter Classic, and they played at Soldier Field. He went with the Steeler look, man, and he just paid homage to the franchise that, quite frankly, runs Pittsburgh, I would say. People love the Pens. I know, like, the Pens are probably obviously number 2 when you're looking at, you know, the battling Buccos, but yeah, but I mean, dude, this is awesome. Like, he even has, like, the face mask and the chin strap. Like, this is just done right.
Well, I have two things. One, Marc-Andre Fleury, Canada's sweetheart, right? I mean, he is a talented athlete, but like you said, he's probably the most likable guy in hockey right now. And then number 2, the Steelers and the Penguins have always had a great relationship. I can't say that for the Pirates. Like, guys go to the Pirate games to show face and for PC purposes, but, like, the Steelers and the Penguins specifically have a great relationship between the teams because they're only 2 teams who brought anything to this city in the last, 4 centuries. So, I mean, they have to bounce off each other, and the fact that Fleury decided to take the liberty of paying homage to that other sport, who is, like you said, probably the one running the city, is really cool. And the fact that you don't see a lot of other guys integrating other sports into their own, and the fact that he was able to bring football into hockey is something that I know has never been done before. I think it's very original. It's classy. I think it was a cool move, and especially because it was for a Winter Classic, Flower did it right.
Yeah, I mean, everything, we've talked about it before. Like, the Winter Classic, everyone just does it right. Like, the NHL just knows how to do it.
They hit it on the head every time, man. I mean, they're consistent with it. No matter who gets in there, everybody looks pretty damn clean.
Yeah. So every time I think Fleury, Ben, have you ever seen the first? It was when Fleury goes back to Pittsburgh for the first time, and he's like tearing up.
If you were trying to get me emotional right now, I'm not appreciative of it, but it'll happen if you play it.
Yep.
Dude, that was, and usually I don't get like that for that type of stuff, but it was just, oh, you bitch. But it was just like, one of those things that, like, he meant so much to the city. You know what I mean? It was like when the Pirates did a thing for Kutch because he was the only winner they had since Clemente. You know, like it just. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's bittersweet.
Yep. No, yeah. I mean, dude, I remember the first time I saw it, I was tearing up because, like, I mean, that he's fucking bawling. Like, you could like tell that he was like, I don't know. Flowers a goat. I don't think there's any denying.
Holds a special place in our heart for sure.
Absolutely. All right, but the mask. It's just the fact that he went with the Steelers.
The mask.
It's just iconic. Like it's
great.
It's great. Simple, but like it works. Let's go to your second pick, Benny. What you got?
All right, so not as cool of a black and gold take, but if you know who Tim Thomas is, you will know that he was a flash in the pan for a couple years that I wish was able to maintain his legacy. But while he was great, he was fucking great. And he is a guy that loved Boston. Like, he was in commercials and shit, you know, for the NHL and locally around there. He took on that city, and you know, Boston citizens today will still rave about Tim Thomas. The fact that he incorporated so much of all of their logos, being able to take the actual Bruin bear on there and keep the primary B, but not let it be so damn bland. You know, it was like he covered the entire thing. You even see across the back of the helmet is the old school throwback Bruins logo. He incorporated every logo they've had, while still bringing all their colors together and making it pop and making it so Boston Bruin related that he was proud to be a Bruin and he was happy to be there, and that this was by far the flashiest helmet any of their goalies have ever brought out. I just think that, you know, it was a good move by Tim.
Yeah, no, that's a mean looking Grizzly right there. I mean, that Bruin's gnarly looking. And he kind of went with like the mean look, you know, and it worked. Like, and there's something that it looks, I would almost think that this would look a little too busy, but it just pops, you know, like it's not like there's too much going on. Like he did it right. And yeah, like you said, he incorporated both logos in it. Like, there you go. There you go. Dude, I can't drink gin. Gin's like one of those things that I just think I'm drinking a pine tree.
I'm doing surprisingly well because I typically don't. And it was like, you know, took a trip to the liquor store and I said, let's ruin my life a little. And it's working. So, but anyway, I also thought that the helmet was probably a bit too busy.
Yep.
But it's like one of those things that, like, you can't help but be like, it kind of slaps.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, like I said, because he incorporated every logo while completely covering the helmet is something that definitely the city had never seen before. And I think, you know, not too many teams have had a goaltender where they incorporate every logo in terms of the team pride. So I really like what Tim Thomas did here.
Yep, I mean, Tim Thomas, he was electric. Not a Bruins guy. Definitely not a big Bruins fan.
No, fuck the Bruins. But I liked Tim Thomas. Like, he was one of those guys that, like, you know, there have been guys who played for teams I don't like that I like, you know, and he was one of those. Is it like, I hate the team you're on, but I kind of like you, you know?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to my second
classic
pick, dude.
Cheevers.
So this guy, this is like, I would say really one of the first masks that like paved the way, you know, like he, instead of just going with, you know, the plain white look, he went with the stitches, and it's one of those things that just stuck so much so that late 90s or early 2000s, another Bees goalie brought it back. I forget who it was, but like,
yeah. Oh, that's gonna kill me.
Yeah,
but I know what you meant.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
But he brought this back, or he like started the trend almost. Like, this was like when artists started getting involved in NHL goalie masks. So I didn't know this about this guy, and So he won 2 Stanley Cups with the Bruins. In 72, he went 32 games on an undefeated streak in net.
Holy hell, dude.
That's unbelievable.
Hey, and dude looks apart too with the old school pads and that scary ass mask. If I saw that dude standing at the end of a hallway and I'm at the other end, I'm going to shit myself. Like and I'm not a guy who likes to poop myself a lot as an adult. I would shit and waddle my way away from him as fast as I could before he took my legs out. This is a scary looking motherfucker. And kind of when you are a goalie, typically you're the one who a lot of people think should be afraid because you're the one that has the most pressure on you, and you're the one who, is getting hit with the puck for free, basically. If you're a goaltender who can instill fear in your play style and your style in general, that's a way to go. And this dude looked fucking frightening.
Yeah, no, it's like I almost feel like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th stole this guy's look.
Yeah,
like this was
or like
hard.
Jason Voorhees got scratched up by Freddy Krueger. You know. And then they were like, "Hey man, here's a souvenir." And Gary Cheevers was like, "Yeah, let's go everybody." And then he won 32 straight games, which is unheard of, dude. That is remarkable.
No, yeah, I mean, it'll probably never happen again. That's ridiculous. Apparently, so the story, I guess, is that he got hit in the face with a puck in practice, and he had to get stitches. And like, fuck it, let me just make that my mask. And just
that's sick.
Bodied it, yeah.
Isn't that such a hockey story? Like that's such a hockey player story, dude.
That dude, hockey players are great. Ben, let's go to your last one here. What you got?
Okay, again, some people might make fun of me for this. This is fucking awesome, dude. I mean, look at this. Okay, this is the Jaws take of a mask by a goaltender named Brian Hayward. He only played 15 games for the Sharks in 1991, but he pulled this out, and this is enough for me to remember him. Okay, this is awesome because, like Smalls and I had stated before, he didn't necessarily take on the city, but he took on the team to a very literal level, right? But even that little bump in the middle of the helmet that kind of looks like a center fin, and the entire shark being his mask, like he is the shark. And also, we've already talked, Smalls, you're repping them tonight. The Sharks have great uniforms, right?
Let's go, baby.
We've talked about it for a long time. They have always had one of the coldest kits in hockey, and this ties it all together. I've seen some dumb helmet designs from other goaltenders that played there. I think that this one is awesome. And when asked about it, Brian Hayward in an interview said, "Well, I play for the Sharks. Jaws is arguably my favorite movie, so I figured let's have a go." That is the most like Joe Schmo, like I kind of play hockey guy answer I've ever heard, and I love it. And I think that this was just it is gimmicky, it is kind of silly looking, but I think it's awesome, and I think it's creative, and I like that he tried blending in with the team, and it was a very team-oriented decision to make the mask like that. I think this thing is dope.
Yeah, gimmicky, but like I would say that the Kings one you had was more gimmicky. This is just, I mean, literally played for the Sharks, so like, why the fuck not?
Why not?
Let's have a go. Yeah.
Why not?
Like, yeah, bro. Like, Jesus, you can't really beat it. Like, and it's not the meanest looking shark, but it's a shark.
No, they could have made it fiercer for sure.
Like this
is this is like baby shark doo doo doop doo doo, and like, but I still kind of dig it. Like it's a watered down shark, but I mean, for the most part. Oh, you thought I was done? What do you think? I'm a clown? Do I amuse you?
Tell us a joke, funny man.
Listen. I like the shark mask, especially for that. Like, I think I would like it in general, even if it wasn't for them, but especially like the fact that it is for the Sharks. He took it on literally. He didn't have a lot of chances. He only played 15 games for them, but I think that it was cool that he at least gave that kind of effort.
Yeah, no, I'm always going to be partial to a Sharks player. Like, like, dude, that's an electric barn. First of all, the Shark Tank down there is fucking awesome to watch.
I want to go down so bad. And I mean, I really like, of all the places I'm going to go in California, San Jose is not at the top of my list, but like, I kind of want to go there just to see a Sharks game.
No, absolutely. It's an awesome last pick, Benny. I'm going to go to my last one. I'm going to go, this is the name I'm going to have.
Yeah.
David AEBISCHER. I don't know. This is the name I was trying to figure out how to pronounce at the top, but actually I don't know how to, huh?
AEBISCHER.
Is it AEBISCHER? Oh, there you go.
I have no idea. But anyway, roll with it, Smallsy. Hey, this is funny. We both did a mask of our second favorite teams.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Smallsy.
There you go. So this guy came in for the legend, Patrick Waugh. Came in for like 5 years. I don't really even know if he was good enough to stick around for a while. Like he was decent. But hey, dude, this mask is tight. Like, it is mean. Look at that Yeti, dude. Like,
yeah,
dude, the Yeti. It's just so Colorado with like the mountains too. The mountains are like a nice touch. Like those maroon mountains. Like, there's just something so cool about this. Like, it's such like attention to detail too. Like that's art.
Exactly.
No, it's like literally, I mean, like,
it is.
It's literally art on a uniform. But this guy he killed it. Like, it's just a mean looking Yeti. Like, I don't know how that. And I also do kind of like the Avs sweaters. Like, the Avs colors are kind of cool. That blue looks really good. Like,
yeah, man. I mean, their combination of colors, I think, is so unique. You know, because like, whereas even, you know, our hometown Penguins share the same colorways the Bruins. You know, whereas the Avs, nobody in the league looks like they do. And I love that here on the mask he kept the Avs logo right on the chin, but then also around it he still kept the same colorway of the white, the blue, and the maroon, right? And then built the Yeti. The Yeti is awesome, right? It has nothing to do with the Rockies, but the Yeti fits their identity so well. And I think that like takes over a majority of it while still being able to keep key team elements in the helmet was flawlessly done. The design on this is impeccable. Like you said, it is art. And I said the first one does. This mask fucks. I mean, this mask is on point, and to me, I think that this is the best one that's been on the show tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. So one cool thing that this guy did, he kind of kept this design through his career. I think he's from Switzerland, I think. So when he would play for his national team, he had the same thing, just red. It was just this like red Yeti looking thing. Even when he was up in Montreal, like, he kept the same, like, he was like loyal to the design, which you don't really see. Like, usually they usually switch it up like every year. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they have one for like each uniform, you know, like a home and an away, and yeah,
and I think this guy, he might have changed like the color of the mountains, or like, I think he switched it up a little bit, but it pretty much looked the same every time, which, I mean, props to this guy. Like, he knew what hit, and like, I'm pretty sure he's known more for this. Like, I know him more for, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I remember seeing this guy like as a kid, and I'm like, that's a sick mask.
Yeah.
So let's go to our honorable mentions. The guy's name literally on the tip of my tongue right now, but on the Senators, he had
Vader mask, right?
Yeah, Darth Vader mask.
I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt right now, actually.
There you go, repping.
Yeah, it's just destiny there. And then the guy on the right, it kind of looks like if you've seen the fake gorilla costumes. The eyes, the nose, and the mouth kind of look like the face of a fake gorilla costume. But that is a classic OG
well,
goalie mask.
Do you know who this is?
Harambe.
Oh, Benny. Don't do this to me. You don't know who this is?
RIP. I really don't. I don't think so.
All right, I'm troubled. Like, my faith in you is kind of taking a hit. This Jim Craig, bro.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Dude, you've never seen fucking Miracle? That, like, when we beat the Rooskies?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. It's too close. If I saw the full
it's
guy,
the Shamrock. All you need to see is the Shamrock.
See, I didn't even see that was there. I didn't even see that there was anything other than a white mask. Okay. Sorry, Jim Craig.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure he's dead, but
I don't know if he is or not. But
I apologize.
He ended up playing, I think, for the Bruins, I think. But I mean, I threw him in here for Miracle on Ice team. I mean, first of all, that's my favorite sports movie ever. It's probably one of the top 5 movies ever for me. Miracle's solid. I don't care what anyone says.
It's a phenomenal movie, and it's based on an actual American triumph.
Yep.
So,
yeah, fuck those commies. Benny.
Yeah, formerly the USSR.
Yeah. Do you have any other ones that came to mind for honorable mentions? There are so many of them out there. Like, this was kind of a hard category to pick for. Because I mean, literally every goalie in the NHL has something different every single season. So like, there have been thousands of things that we could have chosen from. But no, I think that was a good list. That Sharks one just kills me though. That, like, it's just awesome. Just awesome. But no, hey, great episode. Had a blast. Good to be back. We should be back.
Sir.
Should be back on our regularly scheduled programming here, moving forward. Your boy just has to get moved into that hick town up in Connecticut, and we'll be rolling again next week. So,
yes, sir.
Benny, it's been a pleasure as always. Cheers, buddy.
Same to you, sir.
Go Knights. Fuck the Bolts, fuck the Isles, and definitely fuck the Canadians.
Go Flyer.
Go Flyer.
Go Flyer.
There it is.
That's for you, buddy. Go Flyer.
And Benny's over here stumbling over his words. He's getting all happy over there.
Yeah, time to go home.
All right, guys, this has been the Vault weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys in sports. This week we took a new take on it. It's still part of the uniform world, so appreciate everyone tuning in. I think we have a guest on next week that you guys should enjoy. I think we have some topics floating around for him that should be a little different, but I like the energy. So this guy, I think is gonna be electric. So but yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. See you next week.
Thank you, everybody.